any of it, so that which remains of it till the morning you shall burn with fire. And you shall eat of this with your loins girded and your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. You shall eat it in a hurry. It is Passover. For I will give through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and I will execute judgments against all the gods of Egypt. I am the Lord, and the blood shall be a sign to you upon the houses where you are. When I see the blood, I will pass over you. Plague shall not be upon you for a destruction, and that's not the land of Egypt. And this day shall be a memorial to you. You shall keep it as a feast to the Lord. Throughout your generations, you shall keep it as a feast by a law forever. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. But whoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And on the first day shall be a holy gathering. On the seventh day there shall be a holy gathering for you. No manner of work shall be done in them, except that which was every man must eat, that only may be done by you. You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread, for in this same day I have brought your enemies out of Egypt. Therefore you shall keep this day in your generations by a law forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at evening you shall eat unleavened bread, for the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days there shall be no leaven found in your houses. For whoever eats that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel among the aliens and among the natives of the. You shall eat nothing leavened. In all your dwelling places you shall eat unleavened bread. The- Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel, said to them, draw out and take a lamb for yourselves according to your families, and kill the Passover. You shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip in the blood in the bowl, and strike the linen and two sides of the post with the blood in the bowl. And one of you shall get out of the door of his house until the morning. For the Lord will pass through you to strike the Egyptians when he sees the blood on the lintel and on the two side posts. And the Lord will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer to come into your houses to strike you. You shall observe this thing for a law to you and to your sons forever. And it shall be when you have come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he has promised, that you shall keep this service. And it will be when your son shall say to you, what is the service to you? Then you shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, passed over the houses of the sons of Israel in Egypt. He struck the Egyptians and delivered our houses. The people bowed and worshipped. The sons of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses, and so they did. And it happened at midnight, the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. The firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne to the firstborn of captive that was in the prison, also the firstborn of cattle. Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up, get away from people, get away from my people, both you and the sons of Israel, and go serve the Lord as you have said, and take your flocks and your herds, and as you have said, and bless me also, and go and bless me also. And the Egyptians were arguing with the people that they might send them out of the land and hurry, for they said, we are all dead. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the sons of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they borrowed articles of silver and articles of gold and clothing from the Egyptians. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and they granted their request, and they plundered the Egyptians. And the sons of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, the men being about 600,000 men on foot, apart from little ones. And also the mixed multitude ran with them, the flocks and herds very much scattered, and they baked unleavened cakes of the dough had brought out of Egypt, for it was not right, because they were rushed out of Egypt, could not stay, neither hath they prepared any food for the children for themselves. And the time that the sons of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. And it happened at the end of the 400 years, 430 years, even 430 years, as it was on this very day, all the armies of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much kept to the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be kept by all the sons of Israel and their generations. And the Lord said to Moses, this is the ordinance of the Passover, no stranger shall eat of it. But every man's servant that is bought for silver when you have circumcised him, and he shall eat of it. A foreigner, a hired servant shall not eat of it. It shall be eaten in one house. You shall not carry any of the flesh out of the house, neither shall you break a bone of it. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger stay with you, and desires to keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and let him come near and keep it. He shall be as one that is born in the land, and no uncircumcised person shall eat of it. There shall be one law to the native, and to the visitor that stays among you. So all the sons of Israel did, even as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. It happened the very same day the Lord brought the sons of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. I think that's pretty good. I learned some things. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna change my song. After a while, it gets kind of boring listening to the same song. Guys, pick up advice. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Running is just a mental game if you think about it. Most of the time, it's not a physical game. But lots of times, you're not hindered by your physical. It's usually by your mental. Pick up advice, man. You have to realize the only opinion that really matters. Of course, your mom's and your dad's opinion matters, but the most important opinion that matters is what God thinks of you. Are you right with God? Because my opinion doesn't matter, their opinion doesn't matter to the extent as what God's opinion matters. He's the creator of the universe and desires for us to fulfill Him and receive Him as our Lord and Savior. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, sanctify all the firstborn to me. Whatever opens the womb among the sons of the Israel, of whom and of beast that is mine. And Moses said to the people, remember this day in which you came out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, for the Lord brought you out from this place by the strength of his hand. There shall be no leavened bread eaten. You are going out this day in the month ahead, and it shall be when the Lord shall bring you into the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Hittites and the Jebusites, which he swore to your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep the Sabbath and service in the feast. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days, and on the seventh day shall be a feast to the Lord. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall be no leavened bread seen with you, nor shall there be leavened bread seen with you in all your borders. And you shall tell your son in that day, saying, this is because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. And it shall be a sign to be upon your hand, for a memorial between your eyes, and that the Lord's law may be in your mouth. For the Lord has brought you out of Egypt with a strong hand. You shall therefore keep this law in its season of 40 years. And it will be when the Lord shall bring you into the land of the kingdom. And as he swore to you, to your fathers, he shall give it to you. You shall set apart the Lord, everyone that opens the womb, and every firstborn that comes of any animal which you have. The male shall be the Lord's, and every firstborn of animals You shall redeem with a lamb, and if you will not redeem it, then you shall break its neck, and all the firstborn of men among you son shall you redeem. You shall redeem. And it shall be when your sons ask you, and their sons saying, what is this? You shall say to him, the Lord brought us out of Egypt by the strength of his hand, out of bondage. And it happened when Pharaoh heartily let us go, that the Lord killed all the firstborn of the land, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of the animals. Therefore I sanctify the Lord all that open wounds that are males, but all the firstborn of my sons I redeem. And it shall be for you a token upon your hand, and for frontlets between your eyes. For the Lord brought us from Egypt by strength of his hand. And it happened when Pharaoh had let the people go, God did not leave the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. But God said, unless the people repent when they see war and they return to Egypt. And God led the people around by the same way of the wilderness to the Red Sea, and the sons of Israel went up armed out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had strictly sworn to the sons of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry my bones away from here with you. And they moved from Succoth and camped in Etham in the edge of the wilderness, and the Lord went before them by day, the pillar of night, and led them the right way away by night, and the pillar of fire to give them light, to give by day. And he did not take away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of the fire by night from before the people. Right, so if you stop, get over it. Just do it. That's it. Right now, I'm literally feeling good. You got a lot of sleep. I'm pretty hydrated right now, so that's why I don't feel horrible, you know? But if I was dehydrated, I would be feeling like garbage. But I can feel it in my eyes, just from my side view. Not really blurry, but my eyes do feel very heavy. It was me for right now because I have many hours left of the day that I have to run my walk to the room. I have to continue to read because faith comes by hearing, and with reading the book of God. Mm. Yeah, 8 hours sleep I get too. But anyway, we gotta lock in because we have reading to do. Exodus 14, guys, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the sons of Israel, that they turn and camp before Pharaoh. Between Gilgal and the sea of the Pharaoh, Philistine, you shall camp before it by the sea. Ah, guys, I just got so spiritual activity. I've been very bored lately, sadly. Uh, Dude, if I feel bad about these guys that are single, like they for everything that we do, and just like we do anything else. So Jesus will always be there. That's what it's one of the promises he gives us. He'll never leave us, nor forsake us. That's one of the promises we do. Heart to God's heart, and he, our heart is God's heart, and he will follow them. And I will be honored and eyes on me, so that Egyptians can know that I am the Lord, and they did so. And the king of Egypt was told that the people fled in the heart of Pharaoh and his servants returned against the people, and they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go serving us and made sure that in 50 people, and took 600 service chariots and all the chariots of Egypt and captured every one of them. And the Lord hardened were hardened by the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, who pursued the sons of Israel, and the sons of Israel, the sons of Israel went out with, uh, but the Egyptians pursued them. All the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and they overtook them by camping by the sea beside Pararat and Dargram. And Pharaoh drew near. The sons of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were very afraid. And the sons of Israel cried out to the Lord. No, 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 no. I woke up with it. You're good. Dude, I need to find the four string song. It's I'm about to. I woke up with the good thing hanging by my leg. I'm confused if it's talking about like a wife because in biblical times it's if you find a wife you find a good thing. But the later verse says and it's like I wake up with birds singing and I'm happy to be alive. So I'm not for sure if he's trying to indicate that or not. I'm just gonna guess he is. It's got a really unusual thing to say, you know. Like it's a good thing for sure if you found a wife. So I understand that you might have bragging rights. Someone might have bragging rights because they have a wife, dude. It is a good thing to have a wife. I woke up with a good thing laying by myself. Nothing else. First friend. Yeah, I want to get this better version. That's why not. But I want the song, dude. Bruh. Pharaoh Jr. which was their eyes and heard, and Egyptians marched after them. And they were very afraid, and the sons of Israel cried out to the Lord. And they said to Moses, having taken us away to die in the wilderness because they were those Egypt, why have you dead with very this day of Egypt? Let us alone, so that the soldiers good. They would have been better for us to say the truth, that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said to the people, Lord, do not fear, stand and still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he has prepared for you this day. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall never see them. The Lord shall fight for you, and you shall be silent. And the Lord said to Moses, riding out to the sons of Israel and bring their children. But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the sons of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea. And behold, I was about to harden the hearts of Egypt. Those shall follow, and I will give honor the me upon Pharaoh and upon all his army upon all straight flights. The Egyptians shall make honor to it on the back. Honor for you, Pharaoh, upon the chariots upon the river. And the angel of God, the one who was led before the king of Israel, ruled and he went to the door of the pillar of cloud like in front of their face, and stood behind them. It came to pass that the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel was clouded and dark, but it gave light to another, so that one did not have one come near the other all night. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea. The Lord caused the sea to recede by a strong east all night, and made the sea dry land. The waters were divided. The sons of Israel dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand, and on their left. I love it. I'm not alone. Oh, I love you, Lord. By my side, I'm not alone. I need you, Lord, more than everything. You want to keep me in your prayers. Oh, I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. Oh, I need you, Lord, more than everything. It's not the video. I'm looking for a specific channel of a girl I know. She's on YouTube. I'm trying to find it because it just came to mind and I don't want to forget the name. I do not want to forget the name, bro. It's so annoying. I need you now. I'm so curious about this, dude. I don't know why. Nah, bro. Oh, I need you, Lord. Alright, guys. Kinda trying to find this channel. Very good. No, this isn't it, bro. No. Lord, I need you now more than everything. La, 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 la. Oh man, I lose everything, dude. Not keep a hold of anything, dude. Try to save it though, you know. Dear Heavenly Father, help me. Bro. Anyway, it's just off topic. Dude, what? Let's go back to reading. When it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloudy and dark night, but it gave light to the night, so that the one did not come near the other all night. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to recede by a strong east wind all that night, made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the sons of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and all the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went after them to the middle of the sea, all the Pharaoh's horses and his chariots and his horsemen. And the morning watch it happened, that the Lord looked to the army of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the army of the Egyptians. And he took off their chariots' wheels and made them go heavily, so that the Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians." And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the sea so that waters may come down upon the Egyptians, upon the chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it. And the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the middle of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and horsemen. All the army of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them, there did not remain so much as one of them. But the sons of Israel walked upon dry land in the middle of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. So the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw the great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servants and his servant Moses. That was chapter 14, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hey Daisy, that's my dog. Hey, Sam Shimon and God Logic reunited, so they're having a convo together. Let's go. Nothing like seeing them together. Daisy, come on. Okay, I have to go let my dog out. I'm feeling awfully sore today because I went for like a 2 mile run, but uh, it was 2 miles running through a track, you know. I think God Logic, which is Avery, that's his name, his real name, his title is God Logic. They had a debate with Muhammad Hajjaj, which is a popular Muslim apologist debater. I want to go watch that debate. So it'd be God Logic versus Muhammad Hajjaj. It's kind of weird the last name, but oh, dude, it just dropped 1 day ago. Dude. One thing that we could, I'll give y'all a little. Oh, wait. I might get flagged for this, for playing somebody else's YouTube. So I need to stop now. Yeah. Ah, bro. They might take down this video. Hopefully they won't. Maybe they'll just like flag me and they won't take it off. I gotta go open the door for my dog. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. So I just be getting hungry for this. No absolute reason, bro. I be eating food when I'm bored. Well, guys, I'm getting done. I'm getting done with debates, bro. There's an extent where we can watch debate, but it's not helping me grow in Christ. Now that I think about it, like again, it can help me in knowledge. Doesn't mean I'm maturing. I get puffed up with hardly anything. I get puffed up with, oh, I'm watching debates, so I'm getting knowledgeable about the Bible, and it puffs me up when I'm really not getting a lot of knowledge because I'm not. I don't want to sound this in a degrading way to myself, of course, because I'm very confident person. Muscle, everything. I'm not very good at some activities. Math, I'm all right. Uh, I like to read. Really enjoy that. So maybe my calling is not to watch the. Maybe my calling is not to debate because I'm not blessed in that area. Everyone has different gifts. Very few have a lot of them, or very few have um, a lot. Like Paul did. He had a lot of gifts. Uh, yeah. I really need some food. Getting pretty hungry. Kind of love like I see like Marlon. He's like control your lust, but then he goes and flashes himself around. I don't want to go and target Marlon or anything. Obviously he's a very attractive guy, but and then he does videos about controlling your lust. Then he looks promiscuous and he shows off his body and he has a girlfriend or he's talking to a girl in public and that's or I think it's his girlfriend who dresses promiscuous as well. It's kind of ironic. Hey, but who am I to judge? Ugh. All right, guys, I want to go find something to eat. I want to do that. Just give me a few seconds. Hey guys, I'm gonna get my career paths, career pamphlets that they gave me at I want to say convention, career pursuishment or whatever. I'll find it. Give me a second. Yeah, I need to find. I had it around here. I don't think I left it around. It's really annoying. I do not know where they are. It is really weird. Yeah, problem, yeah. The ramen is cooking. So, guys, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. I have a challenge. I need to get a job. So I want to get some education for a job early, like because I'm in eighth grade. Guess what? I have 9 more days left of being in eighth grade. And that it's going to be summer break. Then, did I say eighth? Wait, I have 10 more days or 9 more days of being in eighth grade. Then I have summer break. After that, I have ninth grade. 4 years I have to deal with. So I need to find a job that will hire me at a very young age. I should be able to find a job soon, but Lord willing. No. But it'll come along. Just give it time. One day at a time, That's how it is. Oats by. Partying is weakness for the soul. Married life, nothing but a. The next chapter would be Exodus 15. I really need to get a new computer. I think I mentioned it earlier on the stream. I'm gonna contact my buddy to see what he can do for me. Guys, we about 10 minutes left of the stream. Later on, maybe the 10th. Tomorrow morning, we'll the stream. I want to be consistent because that's a good trait to have. Who like a consistent guy? They don't like it in relationships. They don't like it in jobs. They don't like it in driving without showing up. Try to be a man of my word. Jesus want me to be. Yeah, it hasn't even been a long day. It's been a good day. I woke up alive. It's a blessing. I don't want to make it all about me. I want to make it about y'all as well. You. Yeah. I'm gonna come up with Julian. See what we can do. Okay. I'm gonna call him up. I don't know if I should put my call on public, but we'll see. It shouldn't. Bro. Mhm. Sorry, guys, I had to talk to my buddy Julian. I'm gonna be ending the stream right now. I have to talk to some people. Have to find some people that can get me some computer, or after that, I'll go to another alternative, and I will be going around asking to do some work. But God bless everyone. Adios. God bless everyone. Keep your nose clean, because what you do in private will come to light eventually.